my topic is 2 years of free community college for all U.S. citizens. My specific purpose is that I believe the U.S. government should provide free community college for those who want to pursue a higher education. If the U.S. government provided tuition-free community college for 2 years, it would help the massive amount of student debt decrease. More individuals would pursue a higher education, and it would better our society in general. Attending college is an amazing time in many people's lives. During their time chasing their educational goals, most students learn a lot about themselves as far as career goals go. In addition, while pursuing their college degree, individuals are able to make treasured memories during their learning experience. However, everything comes with a price. As for college tuition goes, the cost is very high and continues to rise. Many students take out loans in order to pay for the high costs, and as a result, they go into a massive amount of student debt. As a college student working a minimum wage job myself, I know the struggle of paying for school tuition all too well. If the U.S. government provided tuition-free community college for 2 years, it would help the immense amount of student debt decrease. More individuals would pursue a higher education, and it would better our nation in general. To begin, as all of you may know, the cost of receiving a college degree can be extremely expensive. In fact, the current amount of student debt in the United States is over $1.3 trillion, and that number continues to increase by the minute. To put that into perspective, as stated by the Huffington Post, student loans comprise 45.3% of total federal assets. That's an increase of above 8% in the past 3 years, and that number will continue to grow if we do nothing about the rising costs of tuition. In California alone, students currently attending college accumulate $21,382 in debt on average each year. In the past year alone, the cost of tuition has gone up 13%. Over the past 10 years, it's been worse. Between 2005 and 2006, the cost of tuition went up about 38%. Between 2010 and 2011, the cost of tuition went up 24%. So why does the U.S. population have such an alarming amount of student debt? Well, as put simply by the Huffington Post, the average amount of student debt has significantly outpaced wage growth. In addition to tuition costs, many students also have to concern themselves with paying for things like room and board, textbooks, and everyday essentials. Although the government has income-based repayment plans in place, it is not enough. Graduates will still have trouble repaying their loans. At the beginning of this year in January, President Barack Obama proposed to offer 2 years of free community college tuition for everyone who is willing to work for it. So what exactly is the American College Promise? The program would require students to be enrolled at least half-time, maintain a 2.5 GPA, must make steady progress toward completion, and can't have an adjusted gross income above $200,000 a year. The White House claims the program could help up to 9 million students each year. However, this would come at a cost of $60 billion. That may sound bad, but as of right now, taxpayers are already paying back the student loans individuals were unable to repay within 20 to 25 years. In addition, we are already paying for the elementary through high school public education system. So why not extend it 2 years for our general education? College gives us an opportunity to better ourselves through learning. If given the opportunity to attend college for free, it would encourage more students to further their education. Students who normally couldn't afford the cost of tuition will now have that chance to reach their educational as well as career goals. Currently, many students must acquire a full-time job in order to pay for schooling. However, working full-time while attending college is extremely stressful and is a hard lifestyle to maintain. As a result, many individuals decide to stick with their job over school because money seems to be more of an essential to life than education. If college education was free, students would not have to worry about struggling between work and school constantly. Students would make their number one priority school and in turn would greatly benefit from that. My last reason why I believe schools should be free is that our society will become better in general since our citizens will be more educated. A lot of bright people today are being turned down from their dream jobs just because they can't afford to go to college. If college were free, nearly everyone would be able to take the necessary courses to find their dream jobs. Today's generation has to settle for jobs they're not passionate about. Free college tuition for the first 2 years would allow all walks of life to try for a job they normally wouldn't be able to strive for because of how much certain classes are. To summarize, the U.S. student debt crisis has become a major problem for our economy, as well as our citizens' well-being. In order to solve this problem, President Barack Obama has proposed the American College Promise program, and we all need to get behind it. If given the opportunity, wouldn't you like to attend college free for 2 years? Currently, the cost of higher education and burden of student loans discourages people to further their learning. In order to counteract that, it would be nothing but beneficial to offer everyone free college tuition for their first 2 years at a community college.